Nice. There we go. Mic's okay. Audio is not okay. Give me a sec. I captured the audio from Final Fantasy XIV over here. And yeah, instead of Pragmata or Dead Stranding, today we'll be playing a bit of Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be doing Pilgrims Traverse with a couple of friends. They're actually on Discord with me right now, but I've muted them because they are extremely foul. Yeah, but you can't hear what they're saying, but they're reacting to what I'm saying right now. So they're in the background. I'm just waiting for one of them's downloading the new patch, the other is unlocking Pilgrim Traverse. In the meantime, I will go take a look at Mr. Hardboiled over here. I haven't done those quests apart from the first two. So I'm just waiting for Clarissa over here to be ready. And then we'll move on. What? Mm. Oh, but the decline is not saying it's because of a limit, right? And daily usage. Okay, yeah, then it is indeed stuck there. Hey, you know, that's probably the case because I got contacted by Agni this afternoon and he was asking about it. And I'm like, I don't think it applies to Steam, but the issue that Agni got was a card decline. It was not the daily limit thing. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about over on stream, there have been very excessive limits put in by Bank of Maltese recently, where I am, that limits how much money you can spend on econ model websites. And apparently it has a bit of a daily limit on the collective community. So someone else just using that daily limit stops you from buying it. And one of my friends over here, King, who usually joins me on Final Fantasy XIV, cannot sub to it because he's getting the error message that, hey, the daily limit is up. And I'm wondering if it's related to PayPal or something. Yeah, well, they sort that out. I will go and pick up, I believe is Hardboiled quest, but there's another quest unlocking something else here, so we'll check that out too. Yo ho ho! Hey Felix, what's up? How have you been? How has work been treating you? Are you still getting the daily night shifts allowing you to watch a lot of movies? Yeah, in case you're wondering, I have two friends on Discord, but you won't hear them. Because we intend to go into one of the randomized dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV. And these two are extremely, extremely foul, so I'm not going to be putting up their voices. I'm not going to be putting up their voices on stream. They are there and they're protesting in the background. Ah. I'm sort of wondering if I just should put you guys in the background, but yeah, let's see. Been sorting magic cards. Oh, another investment. Why? I don't quite know why everyone's just suddenly investing in magic over here. I feel like a lot of people have been just going on the magic route, and I'm not entirely sure why. Oh, I get it. I haven't actually unlocked the Savage for heavyweight. That should probably do this. I intend to get in some practice this week, at least for this. Are you going for the Final Fantasy 14 magic cards or something else? Well, he is an Ellison, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah, you come to this NPC to actually unlock the Savage version of the normal raid trials, and I haven't done this tier. The Savage version is basically according to the in-game lore anyway, an exaggeration of what we went through. Or if the extremes coordinated attacks reach new extremes. Oh, okay. The extremes are the second team and the normal raids. A nice game. Well, I really like this. The problem is they haven't updated the textures for it. So when you look closely, you can really tell. Yeah, especially the symbol in the middle. It is so weird. I think it's gotten a lot better since I originally got it. The Chronicles of the Unstoppable Upstart. Yeah, I have these two, and one of them is again downloading the patch for Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, you haven't logged in ages. It's gonna be a huge patch. And apparently has a 1 hour. 1 hour. It's a very machinima thing for cutscenes like this. The other quest I'm gonna pick up while my friend unlocks Pilgrims Traverse. We might just be doing a duo for now because the other one is just waiting for us. The other one being King. I'm not sure he's gonna jump in stream and complain about it, but he's there. Yeah, the normal smaller side quests really do have weird camera angles, and they use the emotes. It's very 2000s machinima, all things considered. In the meantime, I'm gonna pick up the wackiest side quest in this game, the Hildibrand, or the hard-boiled quests this time. Okay, here to help again, are you? As things stands, I'm still waiting on word from. It's very over the top. Yours truly, I assume. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar. Oh, I should probably try to make this sound as weird as possible, right? Considering it's hard-boiled. Out at night late? No, I have not. I've actually, since I said that I moved to a new place, this area is very quiet. It's almost like, I honestly, if I'm not doing anything at around 8 p.m. or so, I start to feel sleepy because it's so quiet. So, no, I was not aware. What's happening? Hildibrand. It's pronounced Hildibrand. Yeah, when it comes to hard-boiled, the voice I almost think of is that, you know, of those old noir films where people are like, well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Or where could the inspector be? Shut up, dollface. The case ain't over yet, and I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again, and leave nothing out, no matter how important. See, Mayo? Imagine Jack was... Well, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Also, Jack is the other player who will be joining me. I guess he's the one who's unlocking it. I'm actually waiting for him to unlock it. You want some people near your house? No, I'll pass. I'll pass. I like the peace and quiet. So you followed rumors of the flying disc which nabbed your friend and that led you to the place where it most likely flashed down. Here. You also think he was inside the dome when it appeared, and from your perspective, went through 30 years in the blink of an eye. Sounds like crazy talk. But I've seen enough strangers deny line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. And since you got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the society starship instead. We want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that seem to enjoy parks like the one outside the residential raid. Red Eye. Let's go. I almost called it raid. The Red Eye. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming you're going to invite me in. Probably have it unlocked now. I will also cut the side quest short and teleport over to Pilgrims Traverse. It should be in Waldorf. Considering the location, you'd be surprised. And yes, they are very much going for that theme with Hardboiled. That one side quest is completely all about just being as wacky as possible. Unfortunately, I might not be able to show it to you guys today because we will be going into the new randomized dungeon over here, Pilgrims Traverse. We sort of intend to improve our equipment and learn the layout of the land here, just so that later on, when we have a little party, we can attempt the harder 4-man content in the game. Apparently, it's very difficult, so we'll see. Missing peak content for random harder content. Oh. When you are a fully casual, you gotta try everything. And yes, the one I'm waiting for is right over here. This, in case anyone is not aware, is Jack. He disappeared for some reason. Oh, yeah, he's back. Where's the fun in that? Gotta go and buy. Oh, don't worry. We're pretty much gonna be blind. I doubt the two of us will get to the end of this dungeon just by ourselves. It goes deeper down. I believe there's like 100 floors to this place, and the deeper down it goes, the harder it becomes. And it's especially hard if there's only like 2 people. And I have no idea what the boss mechanics are. Apart from the first 2 bosses, I do not know what, because that's the furthest I've been solo. Also, not a Doctor Strange portal, it's more like a fire ring around my armor. I need to level up this class, so I'll be going as the warrior. Not my favorite pick, but we need a level up. Although I guess I could go on Gunbreaker as well. Is my Gunbreaker leveled up? Yeah, it is. I do like Gunbreaker better than Warrior. But is my Dark Knight leveled up? Oh, wait, my Dark Knight is not leveled up. Interesting. With the ring weapon. Oh, yeah. I completely forgotten her name. But that is a possibility. And she was a fun character to play. You can go in as a warrior too, Jack. And you don't necessarily need to be on anything else. It's totally up to you. So you guys can speak on Discord, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, that's the sign that they are ready, and we will enter the randomized dungeon from here. As you can see, I was attempting this in the morning and got to floor 11. The furthest I've been is to floor 20. And yeah, unlike the other dungeons, which are very straightforward over here, Pilgrim's Traverse is randomized rooms with randomized effects and randomized items you can pick up. It's also one of the better ones. I like this one a lot better than the other randomized dungeons, just because it gives a very outdoor feeling. It doesn't feel like you're inside a dungeon per se. I know, right? It seems like it's the best randomized dungeon the game has. You are free to go into the room and try step on a bomb, because I believe traps are in the dungeon already. You were saying? Yeah, I stepped on the trap. Jack was looking for the trap, because usually when I play this dungeon, I usually go around the edge, because it's less likely for there to be a trap on the edge. Alright, fair enough. There we go. I'm finally free on my trap. Because this is the early floors, we're going to be spreading apart, but the main objective will be to collect as much treasure chests as possible. And you can kind of see the little menu on the right there, which shows our gear level, because this gear is completely separate from your overall gear level. And so the intention we have right now is to just increase our gear to 99, so that we will actually be ready for the harder content later on, and get as far as possible as we can. The nice part about this is it's a very good place to level up if you are going through the floors quickly, mind you, which is not the case when you're only 2 people. I'll keep going until 11. So if you manage to get download the patch, you can join us as well. Yeah, we'll get the gold. And we need to stock up as much as we can. You can just avoid the monsters. They don't see you. Oh, never mind. Oh, you couldn't run past them. Never mind. Just casually huffing it through. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I really like Pilgrims Traverse. It is a very beautiful randomized dungeon. And if you're wondering, this track will change to something else because it will play randomized tracks. They do it after every expansion for every odd patch. And I feel like this armor has actually gotten a bit of an upgrade. The Paladin armor, I mean, did already have an upgrade to it, because it was a lot worse than before. But I really like the design, which is why I kept using it. The silver chest will increase our armor or weapon power randomly. The gold chests are for items that we can use here with different effects. And the cannon that I just switched on is a new mechanic to this dungeon, which gives a random effect for the next floor. I believe the one that I activated now will give us a region when we get to the next floor. The effect is not on this floor itself, just the next one. But yeah, to answer your question, usually right before a new expansion and every odd patch, they'll update the textures. And it might look even worse from your end because I am playing on a very low graphics setting. it's a bit tough for the system to play a PC game and stream at the same time. Something's off with that Bulbasaur. That Bulbasaur lives no more. Oh, well, not okay. We didn't get. I thought it was the region one. No. You have this the entire floor. I thought we got a region one from the Canada Blur, but it was actually a sprint buff. Yeah, its movement speed is greatly increased. That's the effect of the Canada Blur that we just switched on. It looks even better when you have the proper ambient occlusion, which I do believe I have switched off. The sprint is actually slower than this buff. See, this is the reason why I don't have you guys on voice chat on stream. Fair enough. Yeah, basically our movement speed is really fast, and you kind of need that for the later floors because you have less and less time because the enemies are stronger. I don't know why you entered that room, but okay. Ah, okay, fair enough. But yeah, what Jack picked up just a moment ago, Clarissa, I guess, is they are treasures that are hidden in this place that you can only get if you stand on a particular spot in the dungeon. And one of the items actually reveals it. The one that I'm probably going to use just in a sec. Oh, I've already used it. And this floor kind of has that hidden item as well. You can kind of see that golden glow over there. That's letting you know that, hey, that's where the hidden treasure chest is. Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, normally you would not see that golden light. It's because we use that particular item that we know the exact spot where that is. And if you wait here a few seconds, you can find a random piece of treasure. And some of the treasure is really valuable in game. Like the mounts and the minions you can find in here do go up to millions if you don't want to use it yourself. Okay, that's it. It's a pretty small floor, all things considered. The poison fruit incense. Nice. Occasionally you get items called incenses, which are very powerful ones. The poison fruit incense over here will wipe out all the enemies on the floor. It basically summons Titania to just wipe everyone out on the floor. You can use it on the next one if you want. Check it out. The one I'm really looking for is the second summon one, because you get another summon one that gives you a region for the entire party, and the first boss is actually kind of tricky. I've gotten stuck on that boss multiple times while playing solo. It might be a bit easier with a party, because what you really need to do is just get rid of the ads as soon as possible, because if you do not get rid of the ads, you get stun locked. Oh, no. It was because you were originally on a warrior, and I thought you wanted to level up your warrior. It didn't really matter. Yeah, if you want, you can change it back. It doesn't matter. Oh, there's a strength. You can use. Oh my god! You were just picking up all the ads, aren't? Fair enough. No, it's more that I'm. You can use this strength, by the way, if you want. No, but I have the higher weapon level. That's why. Yeah, we're spreading apart. It's easier to spread our power than hoard it on one person. Oh, you picked him up. Yeah. Since you guys aren't hearing the conversation, Jack is basically saying you can't open the chest from the back anymore. And the reason was because there was actually an exploit over here which allowed you to jump and open the chest from behind to check whether it was a mimic, because mimics are a thing in this dungeon and they are very dangerous, especially later on, because they will put on a debuff called Curse that affects you through multiple floors. And one way that players figured out whether something was a mimic was just jumping behind the chest and then trying to open it. If you could open it, it was safe. If you could not, it was a mimic. And in order to prevent players from using that exploit, they made it so that you can't quite use it. Open it from the behind. You can kind of do it still, as long as you're at the right angle. It's a bit more weirder than before. So there's a bunch of enemies in here. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by a what, since you're just dragging everything together. Oh, my YouTube one is up as well, if you're worried about that. Wait, is it up? Yeah, it is up. Yeah, you can on YouTube. I mean, you can just put it to 240 or 144. If you're worried. That's the whole reason why I have the YouTube stream off, so that you guys can enjoy it on our very bad Maldivian internet. Isn't that the one that's used to revive people when they die? Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Yeah. No. and final sting. But yeah, what Jack is basically asking me is what is a symbol at the very bottom of the map, and I'm telling him that that's an icon that allows you to revive party members if they die. Yeah, it's below the key. Oh, right. That I am not entirely certain about. That's more like the debuff area, I think. We don't have any at the moment. No, it isn't this one. It's this one. He's talking about. I noticed that as well, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. I think it's a new effect for Pilgrims Traverse. We'll find out when we get there. Anyway, it's time we head to the next one. Hey, Santo. How are you tonight? How have you been? Sad, as usual. Off. Yeah, I have multiple voices on me because I'm on a Discord call with the other players at the moment. So having them in my ear is kind of distracting, and sometimes because they're screaming at each other. What is that symbol in the bottom of the map? I'm kind of I'm kind of exaggerating, but you get the idea, right? All right, what's got you down, Sento? What is bothering my second warrior of, well, I guess not second, another warrior of life? Yeah, feel free. You guys are free to use the commanders as much as you want. Yeah. I'm trying to find the time to slowly start doing at least M9S, because you guys are on M10S already, right? And I don't want to hold you guys back because I'm learning that thing. It does seem kind of simple, but I'm really the type that needs to be in a savage fight to properly just get to the whole thing. The only part that looks kind of tricky is the second set of bats and explosions, the one with the corals. And yes, I'm thinking of entering heavyweight. I mean, if you want to join, but though I feel like even your healer gear is like really behind. Oh, you're dancer, not your healer. Okay, fair enough. So, to answer your question, Sento, I'm trying, but I have not even entered M9S. You just saw me unlock it just a moment ago. Ooh. Walk right into that wandering mob. Yeah. Hopefully, if I can come back home, which is around 4 p.m. over here, Do you still have the strength effect? Okay, then you can use it. Uh, Around 4 p.m., which is 4 plus 3, 7, around 7 p.m. for you guys. Hey, is it around 5 p.m.? We're GMT plus 5. Yeah, okay. Yep. It is around 7 for you all. He's at 9. Okay. Oh, no worries. Enjoy tea. I feel like, honestly, I'd rather be doing an ultimate too rather than Savage, but everyone's telling me that this Savage tier is like really, really good, especially for tanks, so we gotta see what's happening. Says an empty room. Yeah, dancing man ultimate. For that, I definitely need the gear from Savage, that's for sure. Yeah, the Curse's Word is in that room. Yeah, Kefka is meant to be coming, I think, the end of this month, or the start of the next month, July 2nd to 3rd, I believe. And Kefka, oh my god. Kefka is one of those nightmare fights for me, because when I originally defeated him on Savage, he was one of the most difficult fights for me. He was one of the most difficult and one of the most rewarding as a paladin, right? Because cover back then had an effect where if you covered another person, you also you could use it as a buff. It gave you like a rampart effect. So being a paladin was surprisingly very useful there. Give me a sec, I'm fighting them off. Okay, sure. Not sure, Sento. King over here is saying that he's going to be using Dancer if both of us are on at the same time. And I'll definitely be using Paladin, that's for sure. I need to devote more time to this game so that I can unlock and level up all the classes. Surprisingly, the one expansion where I have not maxed out my battle classes yet. Oh right, I forgot that these guys are proximity based. They can't see you, but they will definitely, if you run by them very loudly, they will attack you. I'm not sure about them. Usually when they don't have eyes. Yeah, the baskets on the overworld are proximity based. They do not see you, but I'm not sure if the same applies to open servers. He moved the other way the last second and it triggered the enemy nearby. It's totally up to you, Sento, because I'm actually not sure whether, because our timings are so different, we're assuming that if we are both online at the same time, we'll join. So it might just be me putting up a learning party by myself and don't even know whether anyone's interested in doing Savage these days with DMU coming out in a few months. Oh yeah, there's another strength. You can use it. A Commander of Devotion. Oh, this is a new one. Okay, so no, Jack just wiping out the entire floor. There we go. In Elemental, yeah, I'm. That's ever since Mana came, Elemental is very much dead. I'm hoping the server merge in the future is gonna help that a bit. I feel like it will be, but who knows? You might get parties that are excluding English speakers as well. Oh, is JP mad about it? This I was not aware. But yeah, Jack, just so you know, we want to get rid of the ads as soon as possible. Like, as really, really quickly as possible. Okay? Because the gates are open. Problem thing is, people were okay back when Elemental was such a thing, right? They were completely okay with playing with us. But then Mana came and then the big spread happened. One, two, all right, three. But yeah, if we don't kill those mobs, they stun lock you during those jumps. Then it is very dangerous. Which is why soloing this is extremely hard for the first boss. One, two. We're safe over here. And normally you just go from 4 to 1, but occasionally he does a pattern where you have to go to 3 first. Yep, we are aiming to finish PT. And hopefully Quantum, the highest level of Quantum as well. Which is kind of why we're doing this. Two, 3, 4 is safe. This is a lot easier when you're with someone else. Those mobs are actually quite strong, so that even if you're going on a warrior, there's a very high chance. But you can't get rid of all of them. We got the last hit in. It's luck of the timer. Pilgrim's Progress. Do you want to keep going? It's up to you, really. Sure. But yeah, the highest. Yes, the highest I've been is to 20, but I died from the boss from there by just being stupid. It's actually not that difficult. I feel like the first boss is a lot more difficult to solo compared to the second one. Yeah, it's especially since you're a gunbreaker, you have your heals. Yeah, the thing with you activate by proximity, interesting. The thing with the second boss is that he will do a Kona wipe of the entire room. And at the time, I wasn't too clear of where the boundaries are, but I think I know where it is now. You can use the fortune. I mean, we need them. This is a mimic. No, it is a mimic. Yep. Don't worry. No, I'm fine. Levels like this is okay, I can get the stun. You could have just gone for that one room, you know? It's unlikely a mimic can kill us at this level. Oh, we got a data pull from that, nice. Notice they've done this with the mimics in Pilgrims Traverse. They usually drop something valuable. Need Dark One. It's a good team to be playing, right? Yeah, I think. It can be stunned and silenced. It can be. I think what happens is if you run out of its range, it'll follow you and then instantly cast it. Yeah, it will lose sight of you and then just run after you, and then you will immediately be hit by the debuff. Yeah, there's no cast afterwards. It stores the cast, and then immediately when you see it, that's what I think happens. I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. You know, Sento, back in Shadowbringers, I used to do the same. I used to log out at need at Amarat as well. There was this one building where you could just fly all the way up to, and I'll fly up to it, and that's where I'd usually log off. Oh, here's the strength. You can use one. See if we... Can actually. Oh no, you can. Correct. That's the building. It's the building. Okay, then maybe it's no. I'm talking about the buildings. They're not the Lalafell exclusive. Oh, you're talking about the dog houses, not that one. We're talking about the areas in Amarot. Also, to answer your question, Jack, these are the new mechanic. It's a new mechanic in over here that gives you a buff for the next floor. And the sprint buff that you got, yeah, the sprint buff you got earlier was one of those. Oh, even you are not sure. Last time I thought it was the region buff, but it's kind of random. The funny thing is, Sento, that occasionally I'll meet a lot of other people. They're just AFKing there as well. A lot of people just love that track, so they were almost always there. Now, part of the reason why I think I like Pilgrims Traverse over the other randomized dungeons might be because it's very Shadowbringers coded as well. I think it's very close between Endwalker and Shadowbringers, but I feel like Shadowbringers is the best expansion so far for this game. So far. And you can kind of tell that it's the best too with the Evercold trailer. Because they took notes on that Shadowbringers trailer for that one. And no, I finished it in a group, but not solo. I need to do the solo sport, POTD and HOH. That's interesting. I actually do like Dawn Trail as well. Stormblood, I'm like, it's okay. It isn't the best, definitely, but I'm not as critical of it as I think of the other people. And even though a lot of people harp on Dawn Trail for Book Lamont and everything, I also kind of feel like they're not looking at the content of the game, because Dawn Trail has been some of the best battle content we've ever gotten. Who doesn't diss the other? So you kind of met someone who was like okay with just all the expansions. Listen to me. Because I had a lot of, I think it's just, what is that? Oh, it's you. You stepped on the Fey trap. That surprised me. I was like, what is this over here? And the funny thing is you can kind of hear the reverberation of this, and it kind of matches the wing flapping, and I was like, what's going on here? But yeah, the reason why I'm okay with it is because I have a very different experience with Stormblood itself. I got into raiding at the end of Heavensward, right? During A Realm Reborn, I was so scared of raiding. I felt like it was a lot of pressure. I wouldn't even go into Crystal Tower. That's how stressed I was about the whole thing. So it was only at the end of Heavensward, during the Alexander series, that I started raiding. And Stormblood was where I like really got into it, right? When the ultimates and everything came out, that was like, okay, yeah, I'm liking where this is going. So, as you can imagine, I had a great time on Stormblood. But it was really on Shadowbringers that I just got into it like really deep. Like Stormblood was where I started raiding. You can use it. You can use it. But Shadowbringers is like where I maximize it. Like when Dragon Song came out, I was doing like multiple groups for that one. It was a lot of fun. And Doing Shadowbringers, I had a team, a static that stuck all throughout all the turns, which is very, very rare and very, very fun. I still keep in contact with those guys just because they stuck out with me for so long. But yes, I do understand where you're coming from. I do feel like the narrative is, it definitely needs a bit of cleaning up, but it's not as bad as a lot of people are putting it. That's also how it, oh, it's a treasure room. Yeah, occasionally you'll get these rooms with 4 treasure chests and a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. Do you want me to do a full pull? There's like, I mean, you have a steel, you can probably do it. Well, I mean, they're fine. You guys can argue all you want, but it's just only like 2 enemies left. 5.3. Filthy casual, by the way. Well, I just heard him screaming in the background, and he just stepped on an explosion trap. A funny thing, Sento, even though I'm saying, oh, you didn't raid in Shadowbringers, you're raiding during Shadowbringers, right? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Shadowbringers was definitely the patch that I had, the expansion that I had the most fun with. Even though I started on Stormblood, I kinda had to stop in the middle of Stormblood. At that time, I was playing on Europe, and what happened was most of the raid teams are like really, really late over here. It starts around 9 p.m. and then keeps up going for like 3 a.m. something for this area. And what happened was I still like raiding a lot, and I kept raiding till like 3 a.m. But the next day I got up to work and the room was spinning. Like, I woke up literally dizzy. I tried to focus on one area of my room, and my eyes automatically started moving, just spinning the whole place. And I was like, you know what? This is not a good idea. I raided to that extent. That was during Midgardstormer, and I was like, yeah, maybe this is a bad idea. And then a friend of mine was like, why don't you jump to JP? That's more in line with your time. It's a bit early for you. You'll probably be at work, but you can catch the later round. And then I moved to JP and I never looked back. Yes. Thank you. I apologize. I keep forgetting. Let's just call it 3 a.m. at the night. Oh wow, you guys don't have to worry. You guys are not on stream. You can speak in Moldavian if you want. Well, you could call it duty too. I'm making it so that people know. Look, we'll use a flight. 3 past midnight. Okay. And now I have one person speaking French in my Discord, and the other guy is going off on me on Japanese. I think Jack's dying somewhere. Yeah, he's definitely dying. Can you enter the hallway? Yeah, thanks. Why did you pull everything? Yeah, sure, feel free. I think I have Discord active, so. Oh, you can just send it. I'm not sure whether Bot would block it. Okay, let me just spawn in here. We already used. We already used a flight. I'll use this front here. Oh, so we don't need. Basically, what's happening in the voice chat? Oh, let me just. Oh, wait, yeah, I think Seribot might be blocking it. Alright, on my way. I only know two. English and TV. I'm being asked how many languages I know. I'm just saying I know only English and my local one. I know snippets from other languages, but I do not. You can use this tool, by the way. But I do not know a language. I don't think I know enough of a language fully to say that I understand a language. So again, because I watch a lot of anime, I can kind of get the gist of like anime Japanese. I can also understand Hindi because that's the thing over here. Bollywood films and all. French to some extent, surprisingly as well. Because a lot of the classic French films are things that I've watched before. German, not so much. The only German word I know is Danke. Okay, oh, nine as well. But Danke is the one, something I use quite regularly. What is that? How is that? Why do you regret spoken French? French is actually a pretty good language to learn, though, especially if you're traveling to European countries. A lot of countries kind of know French, and I believe if you are in France and you attempt to at least speak French, the people there are very friendly, or so I've heard. I mean, that's enough. That's enough. It's more. Oh wait, yeah, it is the debuff, Jack. Like if you look at the map now, it's showing the candle buff. It's showing the candle buff down there, which is mortification. Alright. The exit is the other way. Yeah. Yeah, I mistook the sim. That's why I ran over there. So is that mob dangerous? No, I guess not. I feel like that was one of the most dangerous mobs in POTD. So this is one of the tracks I love in FF14. The jazz track. Oh, I changed just what I said there. The jazz track. It's amazing. Well, there we go. We get the remixed. Whoa! Calm down. Yeah, we got the remix Lahi. Yeah, you're listening to it. Yeah, I mean, whether we like it or not, we're gonna have to defeat a lot of mobs because we used a flight before. God, what is that ability? No worries. Sure, and for once it did explode. But yeah, I believe this is the Pulse remix for Lime. It is quite popular, so not really surprising. You know what? Did I not take that? Oh, right. So we can. Yeah, there is a gold over here. And a silver. Do we want to use the alteration? Get 4 mimics or just 4 normal enemies? Alright, I'll leave the honors to you. Well, yeah, of course. I usually solo these places, so my habits are on the safer side. I'm being asked whether I play very safely, and I'm like, yes. Most of the PODD stuff that I use is I played like very solo because I've been trying to get the titles for that, especially for Heaven on High. I got like to floor 93 before I died there, so that was a fun experience. I need to go back and finish it. But because of that, I have very like safe movement and play styles in here. What were you saying, Kay? Yeah, I don't think I've ever gone into any of these solo sleep. Yeah, this is also, it's weird. These mobs are one of the most dangerous in POTD. This and the rosebud thing. I'm looking at it like, this is dangerous in here as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the alteration we used just gave us 4 weak enemies and not 4. And not 4 mimics. It's a candle burner. I think that we got the candle for sprint for next floor. Oh, you actually don't have your tank stance up, that's why. I was wondering why you could just rip aggro off you with just a tomahawk. I mean, might as well. I'm realizing now that we haven't found any accursed horde in here. Nice timing. Yeah, these guys are not as dangerous as their EOTD counterpart, for sure. Flow 18 will go into flow 19 and 20 for the boss. If you're logging in, we can exit on the 20th and we can start from the beginning of flow. Okay. If you were a lot more careful, this wouldn't happen. Having fun. Yeah, because the YouTube stream is delayed compared to the Twitch one. Makes sense. I mean, real time, yeah, but... finally, and a curse is hard. Blast, literally. You know, the fun part is the sprint actually matches with the Lahi soundtrack beat. You got that. Oh, wait, never mind. You're silenced. The unlock is in Mysterium. I think the unlock is just right after you get to the Crusader. It went after you. It's the boss. Yeah. Ready? Now you see why it's close. Yeah, you can see why if you're not being careful. I got like 2 stacks of vulnerability. I should not have done that. That was a bad idea. It's because I put it in the wrong position. You're supposed to place it at the edge of the arena. You want to get knocked back to the fourth one first. Oh, I am. I forgot inner release. Give us knockback. No, no, because your damage is actually higher than mine. Nice inner release. It, I was waiting for the knockback and it didn't happen. That's 1, 2, 3. For heaven's sake. Yeah, it takes me a while to get used to the warrior stuff just because it has the knockback, and when you do that attack, you're really into place too. Yep, you got it. Because it's easier if you stack together. Ah. Interesting. Seems like I can always get my inner release for time for that. And yes, Sento, I have watched that 2077 anime. It's very good. I liked it. I did play it though, but I liked it well enough. Oh yeah, thanks. I do have the potions here as well, so you don't really have to be worried about my hero. But yeah, you can see why a stupid mistake can kind of kill you there. Take me to church. Edge run. Yeah, very, very sad because I feel like edge runners will hit you very closely with your situation. It's a good anime, but it will definitely make you a lot sadder. I'm not gonna watch it then. All right, so we are gonna exit right now because King is gonna join us. I'm gonna pass over leadership to Clarissa. Well, I'll go take a small break, and he can invite in King in the meantime. Negative times negative equals positive indeed. Well, it's a good anime. You'll enjoy it, but I feel like the ending is especially gonna hit you right in the feels. So don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, well, so let me be right back real quick. Right, and back. Just waiting for King to come on over so that we can start. Wonder what healers I could max out. Is my white mage? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I need to increase my healer experience too. I haven't been on a healer in a long time. You made dark. I mean, dark's fine. You gotta bring out the edge in the sadness. I'm wondering if you realize where the final set of dark job quests went at the end. It's very warrior coded at the final one. You are familiar? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. War and dark, power of love. I know, right? We always kind of saw it with war, like it had that potential, but I did not see dark coming in. I believe you need to be 91, otherwise you can't enter here. So let me reset one of my saves here. Is it the dark quote? I do not recognize. Wait a minute, I need to see this. Oh wait, never mind. Because I'm streaming right now, I can't see it. I do see a number on your file though. The streamer mode kind of prevents me from seeing any of that stuff. I guess they do it because in the case someone accidentally puts their Discord on, they don't give every details of their friends. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Okay, yeah. Fair. I don't quite remember the line, but I feel like that's straight up Dark Knight from Mist. It's okay, fair enough. It's the Blackest Night part that always throws me off because the Blackest Night is a reference to the Green Lantern oath as well. Are you around? Oh, it seems King has a problem with his HUD. That's why he's being delayed at the moment. He hasn't logged in a while, so it's a mess. But yeah, Atento, I remember the Green Lantern one a lot better than the one. That's why I always get kind of confused. Like in brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Nerd. Yeah, I think that has to be either red or yellow. Then yellow. Oh, okay, yeah, not yellow, orange. Speaking of uh, s- speaking of anime, Sento, have you watched Witch at Atelier? Because it is amazing. It's one of the best shows that I've read the manga, and I when it was being adapted, I was like, I need to watch this immediately. They're still releasing it, but it has been an amazing watch. I'm very happy that the company that got this animated everything really, really well. Anime Harry Potter. That's one way to look at it. I guess. Because it does have a school and wizards and teachers and everything. The basic concept is that just a commoner girl just discovers magic, and then she's recruited by someone, uh, one of the teachers over there, into their magic school. But the teacher is also sort of manipulating the kid because he has his own goals that he wants to achieve. Where are you? Oh, right. Fall up door. You mean like what Dumbledore did? Wait, wait. Okay, fair enough. But unlike Dumbledore, well, at least maybe with the books, right? They kept that thing very, very hidden until the last few books. But with this character, it's more apparent. Like, you know, he has an agenda on hand. And unlike Dumbledore, he values that kid a lot more as the story progresses. Because I feel like Dumbledore kind of valued Harry, but at the end, he was still a bit of a means to an end to him. And our third player coming in. Wait. Okay, I guess if we got an ongoing tank, I might as well just go warrior. No, I mean, we don't kind of need a healer until the later floors. Okay, oh, that's what you meant. Yeah, for the series, I don't really mind. For me, it's more like it's an actor, right? It doesn't necessarily have to follow the books. I am more like if the series is good, then I'm okay. If it's not, then it's because I come from a bit of a literary background. Yeah, that's what I mean. If it doesn't affect the narrative, then I'm gonna have a different uh, view on it. But if it does affect it, then also a different view. Honestly, what we have seen of that has not been too good. It's really following the old movie formula, which I'm not too keen on. I was hoping they'd do their own thing, but we'll see. We'll see. It's rare for me to actually get the time to watch a series, so I might not even watch it when it comes out. I still haven't watched the final season of Game of Thrones. But yes, they did make that change to Snape for the TV series for HBO. Yeah, that's the implication. That's the implication why the narrative is bad because of the change. Yeah, I also don't think it's gonna be very hard for anyone to follow Alan Rickman's performance. Even with the original Dumbledore actor, right? I felt like the replacement didn't quite do as good a feeling. Because the later Dumbledore felt very, very angry to me. So having a replacement for Snape like that, yeah, very aggressive. That is the proper terminology. But with the original, it always felt like a more controlled sort of, like when he was using magic against anyone, it felt more controlled. You can already see the chaos happening behind me. Yeah, because these are the earlier floors, we're just splitting apart so that it's faster. Calmly. It was such a weird whiplash for me to see that happen in the movie. Damnation. Sounds like a Dark Knight skill. Oh, okay. I have never read the Percy Jackson books, Sento, but for Harry Potter, I got introduced to it pretty early. I was reading it before the movies came out. I know a lot of people harp on the Percy Jackson movies being like really bad and that the books are better, so I should probably get around to it, because I do like my fantasy novels. Like these days I've been reading this one novel called The Poppy War, which I got as a gift. And the other is the Three Body Problem series. Ah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, the movies are very mythology coded. I think personally for me, my favorite fantasy stuff has to be the Terry Pratchett stuff. It is so fun to read. Like, it's so fun and wacky, right? Like you can kind of tell there's a weird sort of magic going on there. You are not aggroed by anything. King over here setting up his HUD in real time in the middle of that. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the Percy Jackson's movies get kind of pandered as well. Because that first movie was really weak. I think the other two were okay, but the first one was very weird. But if you like your mythology settings, it's a good movie to watch. Oh, was he? Was he meant to be 12 years old? Okay, I'm not aware. Not, I've never read books, so. It does come from a similar background as the Harry Potter stuff, so that kind of makes sense. Because even Harry was very young when the first book canonically comes out. So what is this depressing music? This is the Waldorf music, isn't it? We have the haste buff this time. Yeah, not the haste buff, the cooldown buff. Give me a sec, I hear something. I'll be in over here. Let me just check that sound. The Pilgrims Traverse is actually in Lakeland, the Lakeland area. So if you move, you see the outer areas. You can kind of see that same effect as well. Give me a sec. I see what that sound was. PRB. All right, sorry about that. I heard the sound and I was worried for nothing. No, that has nothing to do with what happened outside. It was inside. Someone was killing a roach. For both of them, it's good. They like it. It's one of those. It's one of those beds with the pistons that allows you to lift it up and store stuff inside. So just for that, they're like, okay, it is what they chose, so they're perfectly okay with it. So what is this? Oh, affluence. Let me use that. High quality beds indeed. Surprisingly not too expensive, all things considered. Because there's one, I think I mentioned this the other day too. There's a shop here called High End Furniture. And yeah, very expensive. It's times like these, like I think to myself, what if we had the skills of our Final Fantasy character? And now I'm not talking about the battle skills, right? Imagine just being able to go chop down some trees and being able to just craft a bed or something. Like, even got a copper from that, cool. Piece of maze root. It's a new one. Juniper incense burned in the deceased, burned by the deceased in accordance. Illuminate the path ahead. Oh, okay. Understandable. There you go. But regarding your question whether this is in Lakeland, you can kind of see the resemblance, right? It's very reminiscent of Titania's castle. And if I go to an outer area, I'll try to show you that you can kind of see the view into Lakeland itself. And this is the piano collection one. Yep. It's the piano collection one from Twinning. Hey, you guys can use it. I'm attack, remember? Oh, there's a trap right there. Just waiting for the other to get in here. Do I want to use the intuition hole? I have only 2 floors left. Why? Why go for the explosive trap? There isn't a mob. There isn't a mob to be killed. I can't go over here being led into one of the penguins from Madagascar. Enhanced abilities. But you can kind of see why it gets chaotic in this team. Especially on the earlier floors, where just running about getting everything. And I think for the lower floors, it's only the bronze which can give you a mimic. Cool little guys. The cool little guys are attacking us, Calyx. We'll move on. We were saying that the last one to the exit is a rotten egg, and our dancer is in a wanting across. But then at the last second, we actually managed to get there before him. Yeah. Yeah, next time I'll set it up so that you all can hear what these two are saying. I mean, they're kind of in chat right now, watching the stream. Yeah, one reason why I stop talking all the jokes to myself, but one reason why I keep them out of the stream is because they do have a tendency to swear quite a bit. And I like to keep it kid-friendly over here because I know my nephews and nieces are usually listening in the background. False allegations. The fact that you came in chat to deny it makes it more suspicious. And for such innocent beings as us. um, I guess with three of us, this boss isn't going to be too difficult now. I mean, it's three of us. What were you expecting? The challenge is at the end. I think when you get to 50, it starts to get like really, really weird. One, two, go to three. Do you have your exit light running? Probably, right? Yeah, it's a lot easier when you had 3 people around. I have died to this boss so many times for trying to solo. It is extremely annoying for the 10th floor boss here. I can't even deny that. There is a way to do it in that even if you can't defeat the mobs there, as long as you're careful, you can sort of have the mobs push you out of the AoEs the boss is making at the end. Yeah, because what essentially happens when you're solo is, right, you need to get rid of the ads as soon as possible. If you don't, they'll jump straight at you and they'll keep knocking you down. They'll keep stunning you and pushing you back. So the strategy is that if you cannot take care of the mobs, just have them push you out. And you can do that as a tank even with all 3 if you have a buff. Ideally, there's only 1 mob left though, so if you can't defeat them in time, just have it push it out. But it's a bit of an odd decision by the devs, I think, because usually the floor 10 bosses, not mobs, for these areas are not that difficult. I honestly feel like the floor 20 boss is considerably easier than the floor 10 boss when you're doing the play solo. Yeah, I think there's one over here. I mean, it's fine. There's a mob near it. You can kind of take advantage of people. Yeah, they kind of done a good job with the warrior animations. It's been a while since I played this, so seeing the new warrior actions, and I'm like, what? This looks so good. The exit this way, by the way. Alright, let me use this. Just so you guys know, these 2 are proximity. Okay, these 3 are proximity. The trees, not the word. There's also a bit of a luck thing because these ones are randomized, by the way. Because you can get one summon that gives you a constant region. And if you have that region, that 10th floor boss is nothing. It's not only a region, but she'll also cast a dot on the enemy. Alright, Sento, good night. Have fun watching Cyberpunk. It's a really, really good series. But again, don't say I didn't warn you. You can use the flight if you want. I'm gonna keep the stream running until we get to floor 20. We might go past or 20, but probably off stream. Can't say I didn't see that coming. You can use the fortune as well. Yeah. No, I'm just getting rid of the mobs. We need to kill some to open up the way. Oh, what? It took a while for the trap to activate. I was sitting there for so long and nothing happened. When you're dragging something in. Unfortunately, Of course you brought a friend. You always bring a friend. Uh, you got Phoenix down. You can actually use a Phoenix down in here, so. Just use it. Commander of Alteration. Oh yeah, that's the cooldown buff. Yeah, this is one of those outdoor areas. Now you can actually see, just in the distance, the Vault Dwarf area. You can use the haste as well. But yeah, this is what I meant. If you look outside, you can see that it's Lakeland. And yeah, Calix, the deeper you go into the dungeon, the darker it becomes. Until you get a completely different aesthetic halfway, I believe. That's the usual way. I'm not sure with this one. Oh, we got the Lahi remix again. Where is it? I think everyone loves this track. Yep, it's a very straightforward floor. At least it allowed us to kill equipment. You carried that from the other one, right? the other floors. We didn't get it from this one. I think Maze Route will allow you to see the entire map, but and Bark Marm is a regen. A regen plus a dot on all enemies. It's very strong, actually. You can kind of see the change in aesthetic already with how it's sort of crystallizing and getting all the spiders. Feel free to just use it. Good, actually. Haste, I believe, reduces your action cooldown, so it's your GCD, so it's a lot faster. Enhanced Primal Rend. I'm using. Oh, this is... Okay, I'm gonna use both. There's a steel here as well if one of you want to use this. I mean, it's POTD, it's not real. A very upbeat track for this dungeon. So, yeah. What is this? Haste. I'm getting a lot of haste. Yep. The final hit is extremely powerful for the warrior. And with 3 people, we're just blazing through the dungeon. It takes me around 30 to 40 minutes when I'm doing this solo. the flight, obviously. You step on a trap? You did step on a trap. No, silence. You had the debuff. Floor 18 already. And like, it's like really, really quick. You cannot carry very more of that item. Steal. Is there a like button on Twitch? Not that I noticed. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes more sense. On clips, on a stream, it feels kind of weird. Primal Ruination. It's because we used a flight before. That's why there are like barely any enemies. Oh, this is the exit. I should probably clear this place. Floor 19. It's not even been 30 minutes here. It's already floor 19. You ready? Oh, right. For frenzy boss. Let's be careful of the AoEs. Drop that at the edge. Fine. And then just dodge AoEs. Yep. That's it for floor 20. I am going to stop the stream over here. So if anyone's watching, take care and good night. I will catch you tomorrow, maybe, right? Maybe with Fragmata or Death Stranding. We'll see. Or maybe with more of this. So if anyone's watching, take care and good night. Here's Mikh'a. Oh.